Ladies and gentlemen, I just finished teaching class for the Growth Club. Those of y'all who not in the Growth Club, you're missing out. But I didn't get to do a video today, so it's before midnight on my side. So I said I got to pop on here because I can't be selling the consistency hoodies. And I got me some new consistency shirts and not being consistent. You hear me? I ain't dropped E yet, but you see that quality? They got a little patch on there. That's old thick. It's an oversized shirt, but you see that quality? And see, I made these clothes because what I call motivation wear. It just reminds me of what I got to do. That's all it is. It's just a personal thing. But I figure if it's for me, I share it with the world. So y'all be ready now. Now, it should be just the members in here if it worked. And we're going to put this here shout out on there. God bless you. God bless you. So we have people who was on the Growth Club 2-hour chat that came on here. Y'all built different now. Y'all built different. Now, somebody set a notification. Haven't been getting notifications. See how YouTube gonna hate? It probably just too much bandwidth for them, and they like, man, we ain't gonna be wasting up this bandwidth to notify people about your raggedy live. That's a shame. YouTube got the notification bell and don't even send notification. That is absolutely so. What you may have to do is hit the unsubscribe, then hit subscribe again, then hit notifications again. That's a shame. Yes, this is a Q&A. Try to only do about an hour. I'm still at the office. I had been with my family a little earlier today. So sometimes I be family early in the day and then working later. And then sometimes if I'm working early, then I'm family at later. So we in grind season right now. Purpose-based. And I'm trying to stay out my wife's hair because I get on her nerves every now and then. So we're going to go through some questions on here. Tonight on the Growth Club, we talked about spiritual warfare. And it's being saved right now. I'm going to put that in there for those of y'all who missed it. And we're going to be on here about an hour, and then I'm going to go and get into bed. Atlanta, Saturday, training the life coaches for current life coaches and aspiring life coaches. So it's $250 for current life coaches who have taken my training, and then $1,000 for those who are new coaches. So we might have a few seats left. I need to check, but I'll be there in Atlanta Saturday. If a guy asks to pursue you, should he make it clear from the beginning what his intentions are? I don't want to be pursued by anyone that is pursuing me to figure out what he wants. Yes, he should. And any man that's intentional, he will let you know that. Is greeting a shy man the same as shooting your shot? Greeting is not the same as shooting your shot. So saying hello is not the same as shooting your shot. Saying, hi, how are you? My name is Courtney. What is your name? Are you single? That's shooting your shot. But just, hey, how you doing? I'm Courtney. How are you? That's not shooting your shot. Are you? Hey, God bless you. I'm on here for an hour. I got to get sleep. How to co-parent when you are not over past hurt from favorite. Added favorite is 2. Now, y'all make sure y'all put my mentor.life. My mentor.life. I had it on the wall at my home office. It's on my wall. But up here at my office, it ain't on the wall yet. I'm still waiting on my panel to get put up here. But we have co-parents and coaches on my mentor.life. I have not had to co-parent. And so I try to stay within things. Mostly I have some type of experience. Welcome to the new members. Got us some new members popping in. Y'all see the join button for the membership under the thing. in order to be in the chat and ask questions, you got to be a member. But go to mymentor.life. A lot of people get that confused. Maybe Caramel Kisses, if you could put mymentor.life in the chat for the folks. A lot of times, I'd rather you work with a co-parenting coach on that. But you also need to do some life coaching to heal. So I want you to think about that. I'm gonna probably set these shirts up. These are Spencer now. Hey, it's quality. Hey, these are Spencer now. Hey. Ugh. So I'm gonna set those up probably next week. I was gonna do me a little photo shoot in it, but I don't take good photos. I have 4K saved and I have 4K left to pay on my car. Should I pay my car off even though I'm trying to move and I want at least 10K saved before I move out of state? That's a tough one now. And you know, because I'm bad with money, and you know what the financial people gonna tell you, yeah, pay your car off so you get out that debt. Man, that is a safe thing because you really ain't got 4K if you still owe 4K. But at the end of the day, too, it's like, okay, the point of financing is to finance. So if you can afford to pay the monthly payment and continue building that relationship with the bank that gave you that money, once you pay that off and you can maybe pay a little more each month to get on down to it, then you got that relationship with that bank. So when you go back to them and now you want a house loan, or you want a small business loan, or you want a personal loan, or what have you, now they could see that you legitimate, that you handle your business. So it's really based on your appetite. Me personally, I'm not paying it off just because I have a high risk appetite. For people who more scary and kind of scarcity mindset and thinking like, oh, what if tomorrow my leg fall off? Then those individuals, they're gonna pay it. Me personally, also, I'm not scared of no repossession and I've figured out that credit is just a game. It's all a game. I done went and got G-Wagon with a 500 credit score, and they try to tell you got to have a 750, 800. It's just a game. And these people know. They know when you go to buy something, they know everybody's struggling with credit because the person that's underwriting sitting there with a 550 and underwriting your loan. So it's based on your personal tolerance. I like using other people's money. So I finance and then I'll take and invest my money. This is the thing. If I owe 4K and I'm paying a little interest rate, when I invest that 4K, I'm gonna turn my 4K into 8K. So now I had me 100% return, but that 4K that I owe, I'm only paying 3, 4, 5, 6, 7%, whatever it is, but I done flipped my money. So that's why I can afford that. I don't try to bite the hand that feed me, because that's why banks going out of business now, because everybody trying to, cut them out the business. Is a guy telling you he loves you on the first date a red flag? Absolutely, got to run. But if you was at the date with that shirt on, that's probably what instigated that. Is it possible for a 20-year age difference to work? Both been married before, been building a family. Listen, anything is possible. That's not recommended though. That is not recommended at all. See, this is the thing when you got to think about 20-year age difference. One of y'all gonna be geriatric. One of y'all gonna be wanting to travel and see the world. I don't even know what geriatric mean, but it sounds good. We're gonna use it right there. So I wouldn't recommend it. You got to think about it: 80 and 60, 180, 70 and 50, 50 and 30. It just don't go together. And the way I always look at age differences is a 20-year-old with a newborn. It's just nasty to me. That's a 20-year-old with a newborn. It's just nasty. It's just nasty. And essentially, even though you are older, that's still the difference. The person that's 20 years older got 20 more years of game, got 20 more years of bodies. got 20 more years of experience, got 20 more years of lies, got 20 more years of trauma, got 20 more years of mileage. And it's going to be hard to match up. I've been working on myself physically, spiritually, and financially. How do I prepare myself for marriage? What's the steps to becoming a wife? Doing exactly what you're doing. Now, y'all mark your calendars. January, I think the second week of January, the second Friday, y'all will have to take off because we're trying to use an off day, so it's a little cheaper for me. We're doing the 3Bs conference. It's going to be a full day. It's going to be that we looking at hoping that second Friday. So y'all mark your calendars because I'm going to release the tickets here soon. So we could sell it out. Give us enough time to sell it out. Ain't no refunds either. That's January 12th. January 12th. Ain't gonna be no refund now. Cause the ticket's going to pay for the venue. So y'all be ready now. 3Bs conference. We going in all day. I got a lot to talk about. In depth. And some Q&A. How do I not become so insecure with the guy I'm dating when he gives me no reason to think he's cheating? You have to become secure with yourself. And I struggle with the same thing. I've been married 16 years and still insecure, still be around here wondering. But you know what? What we have to do is we got to become the greatest gift to anybody's life so that we no longer care if they cheat. Because if they cheat, it's their loss. That's what we got to get to where you love yourself so much and you know what you bring to the table that you ain't trying to check on what he got going on. Guy is 9 years younger. Don't ask me for anything. Has been consistent for 8 months in everyday communication. Haven't been on my back. Could he be mature and ready? I'm going to tell you, just me personally, I know a lot of people with age difference relationships. I personally am not a fan of it. Over 5 years, once you cross 5 years, you get in the danger zone. 10 years, when you cross 10 years, you really in the danger zone. But, you under 10 years, so it's not the end of the world. But typically, the man should be older because women are already more mature than men. So when you get a man 9 years younger than you, he's not even that age. So let's say you 30 and the guy 21. He ain't 21. 21-year-old man is almost the equivalent in the maturity continuum, is almost the equivalent of an 11-year-old girl. And so let's say you 40 and he 31. 31-year-old man is really like a 20-year-old woman. So when you got a younger guy, then this is what a lot of women don't understand about men. And I actually DM'd the celebrity about this the other day because they had a quote, an old quote from her about younger guys liking her. The reason why younger men like older women, it is not because the women his age is immature. That's what they will try to say, but ain't nobody that mature, that much older, like 9 years. The reason why is, number one, it's a notch in the belt. You want you some of that. And y'all forgive my French, that old cougar loving, that's a notch in the belt. It's an experience. So a man will play the role and do everything and say everything right to see what that old vajay is hitting on. And that's the honest to God truth. The number one thing, 9 out of 10 times, when a man get with an older woman, it's just a notch in the belt. Number two, the reason why men like older women is security. You bring more to the table than these young women. He could get with you. He could get a cosign from you. You got a savings. You got good credit. You might already have a house. You might already have a car. You might be vested on your job. You got a pension. You got a 401k. You got life insurance. So if he mess around and push you and you slip and fall and act like it was an accident, and he your husband. You got that life insurance. You are, and then number three, the third reason why a man like older women is for mothering, the nurturing. You're gonna be in your nature to try to raise him, to try to help him, to try to baby him. So men who are underdeveloped, they really are looking for a mom that they can sleep with. That's what it is. And so that's what you got to understand. How much healing I need to do before meeting a new man. What my daddy told me, he said, son, you got to love like you've never been hurt before. So when you get ready, and you feel like you can love like you've never been hurt, then that's when you're ready. Enjoy the Growth Club tonight on YouTube Shorts. What app can be used to create subtitles? The YouTube Shorts, it will most likely do the subtitles itself. If you click on them little buttons on the side, you click on one of them and then see captions, type captions, and it'll put it on there. So a lot of all them Reels, TikTok, it got the captions already built in. You just got to click on them little icons that's on the side. Now, if you want to put the captions, if they don't have it on Shorts, then they got a thing on here, which you need to ask that question in the Growth Club, actually. I can't be giving out gems for the whole world wide web now. Because y'all remember, this ain't just Blessed Tribe. This anybody could watch this. Only Blessed Tribe could ask questions. I just got done paying my braces off. Tired of having a car note. I put down extra every month. You're doing good. Pay the car note off. Just like you said. You say you tired of having a car note. Pay the car note off. That means your personality type gets stressed with having debt. Me, I got 8 cars. All of them got a car note. It don't bother me. That's just how I live. I live, not no financial coach. That's why I tell y'all, I ain't no financial coach. Don't ask me about no financial, because listen, the bank be calling. Now this account is negative. You know what I tell them? Listen, you're going to get it when you get it. Huh? You're not going to be able to settle this up today? Let me ask you this question. Can I go to jail? No, we can't put you in the jail for this insufficient fund. I said, okay, you're going to get it when you get it. Like I told you, all right, have a nice day. I remember one time the student loan man called me. Excuse me, sir, this black guy. Yes, sir. I'm calling about your student loans that you missed some payments, and we're trying to collect on that. I'll say, sir, I ain't got it right now. I ain't gonna be able to give it to you. And then he said, huh? You not gonna be able to give it to me? I said, no, I ain't got it right now. I said, let me ask you a question. Can you put me in jail for them student loan late? No, we can't put you in jail. The next thing he, sir, is you gonna get these people their money or what? I say, why they don't put this man with the PTSD collecting this money? I have never in my life been yelled at by a debt collector. That man literally said to me, sir, is you gonna give these people? I say, do he get a commission? And he finna get this like the bonus he need, and his daughter can't eat? I have never. I'm like, sir, do you work for Nail? I'm like, is you part owner of Nail Net? I say, sir, don't ever call me hollering at me like that. I say, just for that, you ain't getting nothing. Bye. So that's why I try to tell y'all, don't ask me a financial question, okay? You got financial coaches out here now. But I get it. Y'all get comfortable with people and you want to ask somebody everything, but it's just like this. Y'all ain't going to go to the old financial coach and say, hey, you know, how to love your wife. y'all gonna ask him, hey, do I pay this? So y'all keep me in my lane now. Y'all don't y'all scratch me too far. This guy I'm dating gives me the silent treatment every time something doesn't go his way with us or life in general. Should I just walk away? Well, see, this is the thing. Now, people gonna tell you, therapists and all that gonna say silent treatment is narcissist, silent treatment is manipulation, and all of that. And while that could be true for some people, the silent treatment also may not be a silent treatment. It may be a cool down technique. There may be somebody who is used to strangling people when stuff don't go their way, and they trying to change their ways. So, cause I'm like that. If I'm upset or I'm bothered by something, I'm gonna be quiet. And I'm gonna be quiet, and it ain't no silent treatment. I'm just being quiet because if I talk, what I say is gonna fillet you like a fish. So I'm gonna be quiet until I could, and that's behavioral science. To wait 24 hours. To wait 24 hours before addressing an issue. Now, if he going silent, meaning it's radio silence, you don't hear from him for days on end, then that is manipulation. That's where he really, but if you still like seeing him or, what have you, he just ain't as talkative or something like that, then a little different. I've been working on myself physically, spiritually, and financially, how to prepare myself for marriage. But still, okay, I answered this one earlier when it was up there. Guy says he's not ready to commit because he was fresh out of a relationship, but y'all still were talking. Then you went back to your ex, and he did too later. Can this work later when both are single? That's actually what happened with me and my wife. And remember, what y'all got to realize, anything is possible, but not everything is probable. And I'm the only one to be saying that. Then I seen this young white lady who do a relationship. She gonna use my line. That is possible, but that's not probable. Ma'am, don't be over here watching my channel and using my stuff. Let me use possible, but not probable by myself. I don't even know where I stole it from, so it's me. But that is possible. But it gonna be some trouble with it now. Because that means y'all got soul ties. And y'all soul ties hook y'all. And y'all don't heal before you deal. Tony, are you giving away free shirts? I need a consistent shirt and a sweatshirt. Denise, that's a good way to get blocked on here now. That's a good way to get blocked on here. Just holler about a free. I got a free course for you. Ain't got no free merchandise. Ain't got no free merchandise. No, that 3B's conference will be in Atlanta. It's gonna be in Atlanta. Listen, Florida, we got Ron DeSantis. You can't do nothing productive here. You got to get out this state. I don't know who Georgia got, but I know it ain't worse than Ron DeSantis, boy. Ron DeSantis, I don't know how long they're going to keep renewing that, man. He going to be done start saying black people can't even go to school soon. He already saying can't learn black history. Can't learn critical race theory. Can't learn nothing in school. He about to start. Next he gonna say black people, y'all can't even go to school no more. So listen, I ain't doing nothing in Florida. Y'all, you got to travel. I'm traveling out of Florida. Y'all got to travel out into Florida backwards. Florida backwards. Kendra don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. Keep the sneak. Hell with this shirt all hanging out now. There's a married man on here now. You're gonna hear all kind of chest out. I can't even keep you on the screen. How quick is quick to make things official with someone? Should I been alarmed? Only been talking for a week. Have not been on my back. Okay. Meet the sneak. Okay. Okay. You joined the Blessed Tribe tonight, didn't you? God bless you. Need to sneak out a bit up too long. I'm gonna just skip over these questions. Just listen tonight, okay? Just listen in tonight and just get some of these other answers. Cause you just joined the Blessed Tribe tonight. Just listen tonight. Cause I'm too tired. I've been said something too real and raw, and I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. But a man not gonna make you the one in 1 week. Now, especially not with that shirt on. Now, 3 months, that's really when a man when a man knows if you could be his girlfriend. If he feeling you like that, about the 3-month mark, it's typically when it's gonna come. Now, staying off your back, for those of y'all that must be on your back, I'm Christian. I don't condone fornication. People fall short. I ain't judging you, but I don't condone it. So what I recommend is staying off your back. If you know for a fact you're going to get on your bike, then you should not get on your bike inside of 6 months. Inside of 6 months. I created the 90-day rule 2 years before Steve Harvey put it in his book. I put it in my book. It was not saying to sleep with somebody on day 91. It was saying that as long as a man is going to wait to sleep with you, that's the longest he's going to wait to sleep with you. And I said that because I wrote the book at 22 years old. And I come from being a womanizer and a player. And I had never waited more than 3 months to sleep with a woman if I was serious about her. And so that's why I put that in the book. That's why you have to remember people speak from where they are. People took the 90-day rule and they think that on day 91, you need to be spread eagle. Because people perceived it as that, everybody is sleeping together on day 91, then getting left on day 92. So you need at least 6 months without the person knowing what your timeline is in order so you could see their real true colors. And then around that 6-month mark, you'll kind of know. But guess what? Some men also watch these videos and they use what they learn here to play the game. So that's why you can't even put no timeline on that type of stuff. V just on here commenting. She talking about the MTV show. The reason why I did it is just new territory. You got to enlarge your territory. And it's going to be people who don't know who I am. They won't see me on YouTube, but they'll see me on that show. Then they'll come find me on YouTube. Neat the Sneak might have saw me on the MTV show Tuesday night because she joined the Blessed Tribe tonight. Or she could have been here. But is it wrong to require my future husband to be a good stepdad to my young daughter? No, that ain't wrong now. That's a given. Yeah, that ain't wrong. That's a given now. But I'm gonna tell you something. Don't be in no rush to find no stepdaddy. Because that stepdaddy will be doing ungodly things. I'm gonna tell you one thing. You can't trust a man. You can't trust a man. The only way you could trust a man is if you could tell 100% he trusts God. If that man do not give you the chills from the Holy Spirit, like I told y'all last night, you can't trust him. You can only trust him as far as you can see him. And guess what? You can't trust a woman either. You can't trust a human. You hear what I'm telling you? You cannot trust a human. You can't trust your mama. You can't trust your daddy. You can't trust your sister, your brother, your husband, your wife, your son, your daughter. Humans cannot be trusted. The only way a human could be trusted is if they is all the way locked in with their creator to where you could feel it on their spirit, to where it's helping you. They so tapped in with their creator. I have been dating a guy for 4 weeks and it's been going well. Now, y'all see what I'm doing right here? This is what kind of show I want them to give me. And I'm going to tell them, y'all can put me on at 11:30 p.m. to midnight. But just let me sit down in a chair, have the questions come in, and let me answer the questions. run y'all little ads, and stop feeling like that black people got to be monkeys and got to be flipping all around and do all of this. If y'all had a show like this on MTV, would y'all watch it? Absolutely. And if it's a way you could type in while it's recording and your question get put up, anybody will watch that. But for some reason, these networks think that black people can only get views if you icing a monkey. And that's the sad thing about it. That's the sad thing about it. And Oprah tried to, is that her name? Oprah? Yeah, Oprah. It's late. I forgot the woman's name. I'm like, this Oprah. I'm about to call her Okra. I'm like, Orpha. It's late. I'm tired. It's been a long day. But she tried to change it, and you see how boring OWN is because she went the wrong way. Instead of just giving personalities with some substance shows, they want to run Dateline and want to show, you know, different little stuff. I mean, some documentaries all right, but we need substance on TV where people can learn, heal, grow, get some wisdom. I've been dating a guy for 4 weeks and it's been going well. This morning he calls me sister in a text message. I questioned him about it. He said it was a mistake. Why would he call me sister? You might be sister in his phone for his woman, because that's not a mistake that you made. Unless he in the church real heavy and everybody is sister, but that's a real red flag right there. That's a red flag right there. That's a red flag right there. I call every woman sister just so she know I ain't on no funny business. Hey sis. Hey sis, how you doing? Every woman, I say sis, just so she know ain't no funny business. Because when you say sister, that take you out the romantic box. No. No. Hippie, you ain't put #Q, but I seen you on there. Hippie chick. I don't know if that's one of you in your picture. You don't look 50 if that's you in the picture. I'm 50 and only 30 years old. Talk to me. They think I'm younger. Older men can't hang. Where are the 40 to 50 healthy, active men that aren't tired after work? See, that's what right there, what the other lady was saying. And that's what get y'all. That's what get y'all. See, if you 50 and that's you in that picture, you definitely don't look no 50. So that's why 30-year-olds talking to you, because they think you 30. But then when they find you out, when they find you 50, that just increased the curiosity. So you out here like Jada Pinkett Smith mama. You're gonna be looking like Jada Pinkett Smith mama. And so, and I'm gonna tell you, it ain't a 20-year-old man that won't climb up Jada Pinkett Smith mama. It ain't a 19-year-old. It ain't an 18-year-old that won't. Why? Because it's a notch in the belt. It's just curiosity. Like they say, curiosity killed the cat. It don't, see this thing. Don't no 30-year-old want somebody finna go through menopause. It's not even logical. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I was 30. I could have went out and got me a young 50-year-old. When I was 20, I was talking to a 41-year-old. I honestly, just as a man, it's curiosity. You want to see, do it got wrinkles? Do it have gray hairs? Do it work the same? It's curiosity. I'm telling you, it is dangerous. It is not smart. It is not smart. That is not genuine. Because you got to ask yourself this. Why would a 30-year-old want a 50-year-old when 50-year-olds want 30-year-olds? When 50-year-old men want them a 30-year-old man. So it's kind of like this right here. Men are not organically and naturally, genuinely attracted to women who are way older, meaning 10 or more years. They could be attracted sexually. They could be attracted lustfully, but not naturally, not authentically. It's not real. It's not real. And for those that it is, it's an exception to the rule, and they already with a woman that's old enough to be their mama. You literally old enough to be. My wife had our first son when she was 20. You old enough to be his mama. My mama had me when she was 20. You old enough to be his mama. And I'm telling you as a man, and I'm trying to be real with you, I'm trying to be honest with you, it's nasty. It is nasty and it is dangerous because that 30-year-old will take you for your Social Security. 5 years, you as a senior citizen. So I know they try to say 50 is the new 40. No, 50 is 50. And 5 years, you as a senior citizen. So listen, the 50-year-old men that's out there, that's active, they out there. Let me tell you what you got to do. You got to join the country club. The men that's in their 40s to 50s, 40 to 65, 40 to 70, they at the country club. They doing tennis, they doing golf, they doing pickleball. They are lawyers, they are doctors, they dentists, they real estate developers. They have made millions of dollars. They got divorced from their first wife because they became a jerk and disrespectful, like we all do when we come into money. Their wife realized they ain't had no prenup. She could get half. She not putting up with this foolishness. She left him. He learned his lesson. And that's why he's spending all this time on the golf course. So you got to go get golf lessons. You got to go get tennis lessons. You got to go get pickleball lessons. And that's where you're going to meet men in your age range at the country club. They is at the country club. They at the Rotary Club. They at the Chamber of Commerce. They at the small business. They at the small business association in your city. And you got to leave these young men alone. I'm telling you, you got to leave these men going to be put some of that demon D on you. And you're going to be walking around here spitting out your ear. And next thing you know, you locked up. Then lived your whole life. And now at 50 years old, you locked up. Because you done got some of that demon D put on you. And you walk around here, head spinning on the thing like you're on Tales of the Crypt. Head doing whole 360. I'm telling you, sister. I'm telling you. Don't play with yourself now. When dealing with spiritual warfare, not giving in to lust, addictions, does things get easier? I was introduced to 19 by X. I'm 27 now. This week, the flesh was strong, but I didn't break. I'm glad you ain't break. And yes, it'll get easier. As the word say, resist the devil and he'll flee. It'll get easier. Now, that don't mean you can't relapse later. So you got to have other things that you do. Like right now, you learning. I'm going to tell y'all, everybody that's on that weed, get off that weed. Like Stephen A. Smith say, stay off the weed. Get off that weed, man. I'm telling you. Which y'all got to understand, it's a concept that I teach my sons. Where God plant a seed, the devil plant a weed. And for a lot of people, the weed that the devil planted is weed. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because I used to sell weed. And I have never once in my life tried to smoke weed because I have never seen somebody smoke weed and their life get better. I ain't never seen somebody smoke weed and not change. I ain't never seen somebody smoke weed and not become addicted. So for that very reason, I have never had no puff, a now, joint, blunt, pen, hookah, Black and Mild, cigarette, nothing. Well, I had me one puff of a cigarette when I was 7 because my grandma used to send me to get her Newport Salem for $2 from the corner man, from the man with the stove in his house. I tried to hit that cigarette. Ain't no smoke come out. I'm like, man, what the world? How my grandma be having smoke come out? I done sat here sucked on the thing and I ain't got no smoke coming out. What's going on? But I probably ain't hit it good enough. I ain't know I probably ain't had a lung power at 7 years old. But other than that, I ain't never tried to smoke nothing. You know why? Because anything you smoke is a gateway. It's a gateway to living a hell on earth. Your breath finna be stank, and we already got stank breath. I'm sitting here hot mouth right now. Your breath finna be stank. Your teeth finna be yellow. Your lung finna be black. Your skin, your pores finna be clogged. It's finna ruin your life. Do not smoke anything. And I'm going to tell you, the ugliest thing to a man that is a real man, that's a whole man, that's a man that's going to be faithful, that's a man that's going to be God-fearing, the ugliest thing in the world is a smoking woman. And guess what? Grown boys is telling y'all that that's attractive. And then women talking about they don't care what no man think. Well, you ain't got to care what I think. What do God think? The reason why you smoking, anytime we smoking, anybody who's smoking, is because you're not addressing your pain. You're not addressing your depression. You're not addressing your childhood trauma. You're not addressing the root issue of the problem. If I mess around to become president, I'm banning smoking. Hey, up in the real big Christian country, I'm banning smoking. They're gonna be to try to take me out. Man, he done banned script club, he done banned pornography, he done banned vaping, he done banned. I might run for president just to tick people off. I'm trying to ban everything. And guess what? Even if it don't get passed, at least I'm gonna get credit with the Lord. Lord, I tried to make the world a better place. Hey, know how you feel about online dating. However, is there ever an exception to the rule, or maybe a good site that is trustworthy? This ain't no site trustworthy. There is no such thing as a trustworthy dating site. There are exceptions to the rule. Typically, the only time I make an exception to the rule when I'm talking to a client is when she over 50. And the reason why I say over 50, because you've been around here long enough and you ought to know better than to fall for games. And the other thing is when you're in a podunk city. When you're in a podunk city where you're not really going to meet anybody, and everybody you meet, you already know them. You done dated their cousin, their daddy, or their brother. So that's the only time I have exception to the rule. But if you're going to online date, do not sleep with the man and do not give him no money. And don't even give him too many details about yourself to where he could look you up and hack you. How do you avoid getting stuck in the talking phase? And we got about 18 more minutes on here. My head ain't hurt so bad. My brain feel like it's about to jump out my head. How do you avoid getting stuck in the talking phase, Tony? Not trying to rush things, but don't want to fall into a forever talking thing. You really don't have control over that. So the only way you don't get stuck is if it don't move along in a decent time frame, you call it quits. You say, hey, we're not really on the same page, and I don't want to, I'm dating intentionally, and it kind of seemed like you're not really sure what you want. And so I think we probably should go our separate ways. And that might be the thing to make him say, no, I'm ready. Like, I thought we was together. I didn't know I had to formally say it. This 2023, I didn't know I had to say, will you be my girlfriend? I thought you was already that. He might pull that on you. If that's the case, okay, y'all talk about it. Can we go to Houston or something? Not Atlanta. Listen, I don't want to do Atlanta either. I'm going to be honest with you. I might call them people and tell them not Atlanta. I don't even know why I said Atlanta. I just trying to say it because it's closer to me. You know what? The event planners, change to Houston. Change to Houston. You just gave Atlanta so nasty. I be walking through Lennox Mall. The men be there on heels. I'm like, man, if you don't shut up, I'm about to knock your head off your shoulder. Boy, don't holler at me. That's the one time I get to see what it feels like to be a woman. I'm like, whoa, this what women feel like? This is disrespectful. I'm like, man, you better not ever look at me like that again, man. I'm around here with a booty hole, and you around here talking about with them heels on, boy. You done knock you out the heels with an uppercut. Ever try to holler at me? Yeah, you Atlanta, you right about Atlanta. You know what, Houston? We finna solve a problem. So I got to tell the event planner, switch it. We going to Houston. I ain't even taking Atlanta, no business with all that sin. Up there is a man having an occasional cigar the same as smoking cigarettes. What is the difference in the behavior? No, it's not the same. When you say occasional, it's like a celebratory thing. Now, if he's smoking a cigar every day, then he just smoking a big cigarette. It's really all it is. They try to act like, they inhaling and it ain't inhaling. And it's like, okay, then what's the purpose of it? Then what do you really want to be doing with your mouth wrapped around that thing? It's like me personally, I can't smoke no cigar. I mean, son, that I'm like, come on, man. I'm like, not I'm not opening my mouth that wide in no circle of to be slobbing all on something. I don't like cigar smoking either, but it's a lot of guys smoke cigars. I got a lot of friends smoke cigars. I don't understand it. I just think to me, it seems like a weed head off day. Like it's what you do when you can't smoke weed. You want to smoke your cigar. It's guys who brag about not smoking weed, but they smoke cigars, but they smoking cigars like a chimney. It can't be good for you. It can't be good for you. But I mean, if it's occasional. I sent your video of married men are not corny to a male friend of many years, and he did a bait switch on me on a apartment rental deal he offered me. Do you think your video offended him? A bait switch, bait and switch. I don't think it offended me. It could have had nothing to do with that. He could have was about to do that anyways, but it could have offended him. But bait and switch on apartment, it could have been anything. I wasn't associated with that. It could have just been he really had no apartment to rent and got caught up with trying to act like a boss, and then got caught on that floss after 3 days too soon. The thing is it could be too soon if you don't feel comfortable, if you don't feel like you know him enough or you got a good enough feel for him, then yes, it's too soon. But if you feel like you could see and tell his character, and then sometimes a ready man is ready and he know what he want, he know he ready. But at the same time too, it's like if you think you like him like that, then it'll be good to say yes, because if you say no and then you say yeah later, a lot of times a man make you pay for that, for not wanting first time around. But here's the key. If it's been 3 days and you say yes, the thing is you cannot sleep with him. You cannot let him move in with you. You cannot loan him no money. A lot of times a man will move very fast with a woman because he's fallen on hard luck, or he has fallen on hard luck, and he needs somewhere to stay. He needs somewhere to stay, so he want to pretend like he's so into you and he want to be around you every second, but it's really because he does not have anywhere to lay his head. The other reason is because he needs some money. And so he will come and play on your insecurity and play on your loneliness and give you an amazing money-making opportunity just so he can get your money and take care of one of his other women that he owes some money, and then he gonna run off you after you start saying no. He gonna run off on you. I think I missed it. Oh Lord! And then it's on the dance round. I've been trying to get that little gnat all day. Them things so fast. It's like the spawn of a fly. You know what? I'm gonna have to get one of them little traps for it. When the little, I just had the door open today at the office. Little gnat came here. I'm eating some Chipotle in here, so it's been in here all day looking for. I got the door wide open, and he want to sit in here. Let's see, we got about 10 more minutes. You ain't put a Q on there. 90 days is the maximum wait time for a man. Now, remember I told you, I wrote it when I was 22. So that don't apply to today. Should a woman hold a man accountable if he seeks bedtime elsewhere? That's if she's holding out for 6 months, or does it count until they've committed? Yes, you should hold them accountable, because if the man like you and you're not ready to sleep with him, he's gonna wait. He's gonna wait. That's something that women don't realize. Now he might deal with Angela. He might, if he watch him a little nasty movie, he might be that type of guy to do that a little bit every now and then on the side. But if a man is into a woman, he is going to wait. He don't want to jeopardize getting caught sleeping with another woman. A man gonna wait if he's into the woman. Like if he feels you are his wife, he can wait. And this day and age, a lot of men not even all that into, in the bedroom as much, just because social media can be talked about so easy. So it's a little different. Men tend to have so much courage through the DMs, but a lot of men don't approach me often, just will stare from afar. How do you make it known to a man to approach without shooting your shot? You don't make it known. The only thing you should do as a woman, if you see a man, you want him to shoot his shot, is look him in the eyes. You look him in the eye for 1 second, smile and nod, keep going about your business. That's the only thing you should do. There are people teaching women to shoot their shot, and that is the dumbest thing in the world. It is the dumbest thing in the world. And the only women who teaching that is loose booty women, desperate women, aggressive women, lonely women, and then men who are grown boys teaching women to shoot their shot. I'm telling you, from a former player, from a former dog, from a man who was out here dealing, flipping and tossing, the worst thing a woman could do is shoot her shot. It is disgusting. It's disgusting because the woman is the one who says yes when the man get on the knee. The man is expected to provide, to be the head, to be the lead, to be the provider, to be the protector. So if he want to lead in a household and be the head of the household, then he got to initiate the contact. He got to initiate the engagement. The woman can't take and initiate and then want to flip roles. You don't do it like that. So if you as a woman, you want to, be the breadwinner, you want to take care of the man, you want to protect and provide for him, then shoot your shot. But if you don't want to be in that position, then don't go shoot no shot. I like that, man, on ball. Hey, I got about 7 minutes left. Yeah, you're right. Now, y'all get on in that growth group. It's on Tony Gaskins Academy.com. Look like I might have got all the questions now. Thankful now you gotta have your picture to be making these kind of claims now. You can't be on here with these little pearls making these kind of claims. What did I read? I've had men telling me they love me after only talking for about 2 weeks. It doesn't seem normal and pushing me away freaks me out. Is this normal? It's normal for a player. It's normal for a player. It don't necessarily mean he's a terrible guy. It don't necessarily mean that he's gonna ruin your life. It just means he's a player. And what I mean by a player just means he's very confident, he's very forward, he's just comfortable around women. That's all it means. And he could be ready to settle down. He could be ready to settle down, and he's not really saying, I love you like I'm in love with you. He could be saying, I love you like, hey, you the one, like you the one. And it's just like a figure of speech. So you have to be able to, use inference and read between the lines. When a man addresses you as a queen, is it disrespectful that I don't call him king? Instead, I address him by his first name. This was someone who slid in DM. No, that's not disrespectful. That's understandable. And you should be using terms of endearment like that if it's not comfortable for you and you ain't used to it and all of that there. Hey, I might run for president now. But like Barack said, you get in there, you ain't got no power. You just a puppet. He said it in so many words, but that's basically what he was saying without trying to say that. Y'all playing God bless you. We don't see a lot of men, unless this woman with a husband or boyfriend picture, but if this a guy, we don't see a lot of men coming over here to get to her talks that we be having over here. So y'all give him a round of applause. Round of applause. Thankful is she talking about the chronic pain patients, people with seizures, medical, kill have many bad side effects. That's the thing. Y'all ain't smoking medical. So that ain't what we talking about. Y'all smoking stuff, all kind of strands. You got demons in that weed. You got parasites in it. You got worms in it. You got all kind of strands in the stuff that people smoking today. Ain't nobody smoking nothing pure. Straight from God's green earth, untainted, untouched. Hey, God bless you now. That's a super sticker there. God bless you. Andrea, God bless you. Got about 4 minutes. Hey, so end of the question. We're going to go on, wrap it on up. Chill on the question. I got a headache. If I had to pop on here, I had to be consistent. Now, that's why I got these shirts. Consistency. I had to pop on here. I wanted that in cursive, but they just changed it a million times. So the next one is going to be my consistency in cursive with black font. But boy, that's a good old t-shirt. I love it. Y'all finna see me start wearing it. I might wear the same one every day. I might be done took all the largest for myself. Well, actually, I'm a medium in this because they oversized. So y'all stay tuned to that. And listen to me. One thing I want you to think about, and you got to be ready for, when you look around in this here world, the world is lost. This world is lost. Do not get tricked. Do not get fooled. Do not get talked off your stool. Do not get dogged out, ran through, flipped and tossed, mistreated, and led astray by this here world that is selling you all kind of stuff that ain't got nothing to do with God. You got to wake up, smell the foliage in the morning, and make sure that you keeping your morals and your values. Because I'm here to tell you, we about to go through. I'm seeing a man who had his and he treated me well. Right, we were in a relationship, but then say he wasn't ready for a relationship. Why treat me like a queen but not commit? He just was practicing. It's just sometimes men, they put a woman on the practice squad just so they get ready for the game. It's unfortunate, but you just got to understand it, take for what it's worth, the free meals, the conversation, learn from it. And then the next time you still go with pure good energy, but you just know, don't get your hopes up. Don't get your hopes up. And that's why I tell women, a lot of people like when I say that, but when I tell women, a man has done nothing for you until he walks you down the aisle. There's so many women that praise boyfriends and get so happy about a boyfriend. Don't get happy about a boyfriend. So I'm have to make it official. I mean, you don't have to be official, except a little kiss if that's what you want to kiss, but you got to be, the way I look at it is you got to ask yourself, am I willing to catch mono for this person? Am I willing to get herpes simplex 1 on the mouth for this person? When you like them that much, then that's when you should accept the kiss, because that's what you could be getting yourself into. Logan, is that Logan is that a man Logan or a woman Logan? Look like a man. That's another man. Well, we done set a record. 2 men in the blessed tribe. Welcome, Logan. If you're a guy, God bless you. If you're a woman, God bless you too. But it looked like a man picture, but it's different pictures on there, so I can't really see. Okay, we had this here. Y'all, let me grab this right here. Don't y'all send no more questions. All right. How much should we share with our friends and family about arguments with a partner? His mom dislikes me because he tell half the story. We really shouldn't share anything if we got that type of person. Like, okay, Logan say he a man. Hey, God bless you. Welcome. Hey, we making way. And Logan, 27 years old. We making way. And I'm gonna answer Logan's question because I see he put a question in the chat. We really shouldn't share anything. We're not supposed to share anything, especially with family that don't know how to understand and respect boundaries and know that a relationship gonna have issues. And so he wrong for telling his mama if his mama gonna carry feelings. Like, one thing about me, I could go talk to my daddy, and my daddy, and it don't matter what I said, what I did with my wife, to my wife, he gonna shoot it to me straight. He gonna give it to me blood raw, but he still gonna love me, and he gonna change the way he see my wife. He gonna change the way because he understand love relationships. My wife can't do the same thing. You know, they Jamaican. She go tell her mama something. Her mama gonna look at me like I'm crazy next time she see me. She go tell her daddy something. They gonna unfollow me on Instagram or whatever, and it be normal stuff that you're going through. But everybody family ain't like that. Everybody can't handle it. So when you know your family ain't like that, you shouldn't be telling your family and your friends, Nathan, keep your business in house. And the only time you tell somebody is when you finna leave, because otherwise you go tell somebody, you make that person not like the person you with, and then you ain't going nowhere. And now you done made it awkward for everybody. And so that's the mistake that people make. That's the mistake he made. And he telling half the story. And that's a lot of times men and women do that. And it ain't what it ought to be. V say, why the moderator put me in timeout? You probably talked too much, V. Or you might have said something disrespectful. Or just was out there talking too much. It could have been an accident, but I doubt it. Hey, Tony, I'm a 27-year-old man, and I really desire to marry a Christian woman that is black, pretty, and trustworthy. Is that too much to ask for? Almost, but I'm gonna tell you right here now. You gotta trust God, and you gotta understand she might be all those things now. She might be all those things, but at the end of the day, men gonna be human, women gonna be human. So you gotta ask yourself, can you be those things? Blight, handsome, and trustworthy. And if you could be that, then you know it's possible. But at the end of the day, humans gonna be human. Humans are gonna be humans. Cause listen, we all go through it. We all go through it, and we all do some things that ain't trustworthy. But ladies, got us a fella in the blessed tribe, got us another fella in the blessed tribe. We making some. This the place to be. You want to meet your wife? Nah, we got some 27-year-old Christians who taking care of themselves in here. It's the place you want to be. I hope you meet your wife. If you do, then I'm gonna get my little 15-minute minister license online so I can officiate the wedding. Hey, God bless y'all. I got to go. We done went over 4 minutes. Guess what? We went over 4 minutes on my 2-hour call before this with the Growth Club. And the Growth Club is for those individuals who want to do monthly growth sessions with a group of like-minded people who maybe not be in a position to afford one-on-one coaching at the time, but you still want to be in an environment of growth with Q&A and connections and all those things. Danny D, God bless you. Appreciate you. God bless you. Hey, God bless y'all. Those y'all coming out for the Life Coach Training Saturday, I'll see y'all. It ain't cheap. It is a sacrifice. So it'll be a small little group of us, 20, 30 of us in there. God bless you. See you then. London next month, June 11th. Full-day training in London. While I'm over there with my son, he playing soccer, so I'm just throwing a little training in there. We really over there for my son. He training in London, and like they're trying to showcase a few skills in London. Now, what I'm gonna have to do, I might have to, if my son get picked up over there in London, he can't live over there unless we move over there. So we have to move over there. So I have to get a job over there in London, working at the grocery stores to get citizenship. Blanc, God bless you now. God bless you. Anthony, God bless you. I ain't expect those to come in. Hey, God bless y'all. We'll talk soon. Take care.